All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another live New York session. It is Thursday, April 13th, 2023. And so we're going to do another live session of the G.S.A strategy. So before we get started, we're going to go ahead and check the news on Forex Factor. And as we can see, we have some major news on the core PPI, but this was at 8:30. It's 9 o'clock, so the news is officially over with for the day. So we don't have any other major news for the rest of the day, right? So today we're going to actually take a shot at gold, all right? So the very first thing that we're going to do is, now we're implementing the cheat code indicator as part of our G.S.A strategy. So the first thing we're going to do is turn this on. And we're going to see if we actually have a sell signal for current price, which we see that here, all right? Now we can see that price just got done going bullish, so it's probably hitting a supply here, and it's probably going to be ready to reverse positive. So given that, the very next thing we're going to do is we're going to figure out what is the overall trend for the market. As we can see, price is definitely overall bullish. How do we know? We from this swing low, there's definitely an upward motion. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to say that price is overall bullish. Okay. And that's what we see. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the 15-minute time frame. All right. And then the very next thing we're going to do is find out what it is the current trend. And obviously we still see that price is going to an upward motion. So let's go ahead and turn on the indicator. We're going to look to see if we still have that signal, which was crazy is that we had a cheat code sell on the 1 hour, but on the 15-minute price still bought on. So it proves that we are still bullish. Okay. So now what we're going to do is price is still currently bullish. So we're just going to draw a trend line right here. Just focus on this here. So let's turn off the cheat code indicator. And what we're going to do is we're going to look for the most recent swing low and the most recent swing high and break of structure. So when we really look at this last big move here, it originated from this swing low. Okay. That's what really turned price around, hit this demand, and was pushed up ever since. So we're going to go ahead and put our swing low here. Then when we go all the way up to here, we can see that this is the swing high. Okay. Now we're going to look for break of structure. When we're going into a bullish trend, we look to see if price broke the previous high. Okay. And then if price is going into a bearish motion, then we look for price to break the previous low. This price broke this previous high. So what we're going to do is we are going to put a break of structure here. Okay. And now we're going to label these areas. Swing low here. This is our break of structure here. And this is going to be our swing high. All right. Let me save my progress here. Now, the very next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our Fibonacci, okay? So we're going to go from the most swing low to the most swing high up to here, okay? Now, here's what we're expecting price to do. So this is where the 50% and 60% is actually resting upon, okay? This is the area. So what we're expecting price to do Let me actually label this. This is going to be our buy zone. Okay. Then we're going to draw a zone right up under it. All right. So this is what we're expecting price to do, or at least this is what I'm thinking price is going to do. Price is going to do a counter trend sell, either down to this structure here and push up, or do a counter trend sell and hit this sell zone and push up at least to the 50%, at least. Matter of fact, I'm going to push this all the way up. And here's the reason why I say that. When you understand institutional trading, you understand that the institutions are going to have to fill this imbalance back up before they proceed up, right? Anytime when price buys up really, really fast or sells really fast, there's still orders that have been left unfilled. So even though they made money on that move, they also lost money, so they got to make it back. So it makes sense that price will sell all the way down, break this previous structure, and swing down into here, and then push further back up. So if we're a scalper and we have time to look at the market, we probably could catch this counter trend sell, wait for price to break this structure, exit out, and then when it officially retests and buys up, then we can buy it up to here. So that's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to erase this fib here. Let me save my progress, okay? So the very next thing we're going to do is wait for the 9:15 candle to close, which we have less than 8 minutes on. And then we're going to also plan our trade. And so possibly in this case, depending on what the 9:15 candle does, we could possibly catch a counter trend sell all the way down and exit out here. Looks like it's selling now. And then when price finally comes down and breaks this structure, come out, then we can look for the retest and go up for the buy. So we just want to wait and see what price does at the 9:30 bell. So let's just wait and see. I'm looking for price to really come down and test the center of this swing right now. Let's turn on the cheap code indicator. We do have a CC sell, but the ideal thing would be is to actually wait for price to close below the HMA before we do the counter trend sell, and then exit and go out as well. That's what we want to look for. But it's also possible too that price might come down to some structure down here as well. So it might break this low and maybe come up to here, which I kind of mentioned before. But it could go a little bit deeper and get this area too. So the goal is we're going to wait for the 9:15 candle and then see what happens. We'll plan our trade and see what's going on. And then we hit the 9:30 bell. We're going to wait for price to actually close below this HMA and then enter it. So let's wait and see. We have less than 6 minutes to make our decision. Be right back. All right, so the 9:15 candle has officially closed. So then what I'm going to focus on is I'm going to focus on and see if the next candle or two closes below the HMA and then retest and go down. And then I know that I'm clear to take a sell, probably past this point until it breaks the structure, do a counter trend sell. And then if I have time to do a buy to go all the way up, then I can do that. So that's what I'm officially going to look for if it does that. If so we'll see. We have a little bit over, we have less than 14 minutes for the 9:30 candle. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if price decides to buy up some more. If it does, then you might not take that buy, but it's a little risky because prices over the buy at this point. But we'll see. So let's wait and see. All right, so we got a little bit over 20 seconds before the 9:30 candle closes. But if it decides to sell, I'm not going to sell it until it breaks below this HMA. The price is probably going to be a lot of, choppiness moving around before it finally moves. 9:30 candle is about to close now. Which it looks like it's kind of closing below the HMA now. Technically, below the HMA. Like Bitcoin closing below the HMA, but I might wait for the next candle. I'll pause this recording and then if I decide to execute this trade, then I'll resume right now. All right, so the 8:45 candle has officially formed below the HMA. This might be our entry, possibly. The price is sticking out, the Bollinger Band, and we need to make sure. It's kind of pushing up a little bit more, but price is probably going to retest this area a lot before it finally decides to push down. I mean, it might retest up in this area and then come down. It might do that. But it's below the HMA officially. So now we've got to wait for the price to finally start going that direction if it wants to. It looks like it's kind of buying up in this area a little bit. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. So let's pause this recording. Let's say that price is overall bullish as well. So price might actually probably just came down and tested this area and probably decided to push up maybe as well. Probably what it's doing. But we do have a cheap code to sell here. So now we just gotta wait to see which way the price really wants to go and really make up his mind. So I'll pause this recording right now. All right, so just a side note, we did say that price is overall bullish. So this may have been its retest here, and it might be ready to buy up. So initially we said that price probably would be a counter trend sell, maybe come down and break this structure, fit this imbalance and go up. There's a possibility it could be retesting this area and probably push on up even further and wipe out this high. So if that's the case, then it would be smart to take the buy because price is overall bullish. So that may be the case. I will wait for the next candle, see what happens. If the next candle closes above and it starts to push up here, then I'll probably just go ahead and buy it. I'm tempted to buy it now because it looks like prices retesting this area and pushing out. That might be the case, but I'm seeing that price is kind of struggling to hit this area just a little bit, and I'm seeing the rip. So it's giving me yellow light vibes, so to speak, as far as just sitting on my hands and waiting until I officially get a good move. So I'll wait till before the next candle. We're at over 8 minutes. Like I mentioned before, Prices overall bullish, so it probably retested this area, did a swing low, and it's probably ready to buy it further, which is fine because we knew that price would eventually be there. We was going to shoot for a buy. If price came back down here and went up, it's no different if price came down here and hit that. So I'm going to put my risk reward tool up here, and I'm going to be looking to get the take profit up here. And I already executed the buy trade. So let me put in my stop loss and take profit here because I'm already in profit. So 2031, 0.40. TP is going to be 2050. 0.51. And so it's probably going to buy it further. That's what I'm thinking. So what I'm going to do is, once I get into my profit target, which is at least $50 to $60, then I'll just go ahead and close this trade. But it looks like it's going to buy it further. And let me pause this recording and see if it keeps on going. So we'll be right back. We're overall bullish, so we're definitely pushing up. That's what it looks like. If I hit at least $50 to $60, then I'll close this trade. $50 there. You know, it's 60. Oh, wait. 70, 60, 70, 72. Okay. So I made $66 on this one. Okay, nice. So, like we said, price was overall bullish and it's pushing up. So it really tested this area and went further up. So I figured price was going to do some kind of counter trend sell and then buy it eventually. So it did go up. And it's still steadily pushing up. So this was good. So what I'm going to do is document the results and then share my screen, and then we'll pause this recording. Be right back. I mean, end this recording. All right, guys, so I documented the results. And let me show you what I made. Looks like price is selling, but I'm not going to get in. $66.83 on gold. So they did $3 charge. So yeah. So we did that. Now, when you look at price here, looks like we have a cheap post sell signal. Price might be ready to sell here, but it might come down and break this structure and go back there. So this goes to show we were correct that price was overall bullish, and we actually drew our trading ranges properly because it let us know the structure of the market, so that way we knew exactly when to get in and buy. All right. But we're going to keep on working on this strategy. I'm going to do a back testing session on this later, just to kind of make more sense of it. But that's it, guys. Talk to you soon.